also have a 12-inch dick?
What?
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 Okay, that time we said what in perfect sync. So
That
you know
was
what? I think
beautiful.
we're good to go.
See, on my end, you said what like 2 seconds after I said it. So
Jesus.
this is a both way problem.
It's okay.
I did bump into Chandran today at the
Yeah.
student union. I was eating my little tendies.
Y'all went to the union?
Yeah.
No, I was working. I went to go take a piss break, and I ran into Austin and turned my piss break into a chat with Austin, then go piss.
Wait,
break.
where are you working that you walked to the student union?
I'm working in the union.
Oh.
I'm working for the student org center.
Just so everybody knows, we went to the University of...
Cutting that out. Cutting that out.
How was my episode received? How are our reviews?
I didn't listen to it.
I listened to it. It sounded pretty good.
Yeah, it was all right.
I especially like the little wingding there you put in at the end.
I do think we should not include Mark in the podcast. I think it sounds bad.
I thought it sounded good.
For the intro it was great, but like for the actual like when we're talking, just cut that part out. It feels like, you know, kind of like it just feels kind of sloppy, you know?
No, yeah. I thought it was good in the intro. That's why I did it.
The intro was great. Yeah.
Somebody should clip that intro so we have the same intro every fucking episode.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't want every single intro to be me like. I think I'm gonna spark up.
Why? It's
Listening
so
back to it,
fucking
I fucking
corny.
hate it.
It's so corny.
It's the worst.
Chronic weed addiction, Chandran.
It's the corniest shit I've ever heard. But in the moment, I was like, y'all remember when 6 Foot, 7 Foot came out? And peak Lil Wayne? They just peek you out of your fucking mic.
I did.
Yeah, so, anyways, welcome to episode, I think, 8?
9.
No, I think it's 8.
It's episode 8. I'm still counting the lost recording.
Yeah, we
Can't
lost one to the void.
One day
RIP
I'll
to a
find it.
real
I'm
one.
sure it's on this computer somewhere.
One day we'll have to release it, and it'll just be a rehash of shit that we've already reused, so...
Way more vulgar jokes in it. God, we were unhinged.
Okay, no, I mentioned he who shall not be named in that episode.
Voldemort?
No, I'm not making a Harry Potter reference. I'm referencing the gorilla.
John Cena.
No, the one that we're never talking about on this podcast.
Yeah, okay,
The gorilla.
Yeah,
that
so
we're
I'm sort of
The
glad we
gorilla.
lost that episode.
Dead ass? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You know what I'm
The
talking.
gorilla.
We're talking about him.
I see.
The gorilla.
Yeah.
National tragedy.
The moment where it all went
No
wrong.
references. No
Well,
references.
anyway, I would like to just take this moment to just ask our, hopefully more than 5 viewers, to go ahead and maybe leave a comment somewhere. Pay me $1 on Ko-fi. Or coffee.
And if we haven't up by now, join our Patreon.
Yeah, and
don't
join our
spoil
Patreon.
it.
But I would like all of you to...
What do you mean spoil it? Don't put it in the back. Nobody's gonna fucking listen to this whole episode.
I would love for
You're
you guys
right.
to leave a comment down below and just tell me whether you like my editing or Austin's editing more.
Or
Oh.
my editing. Which
Or
one did I edit?
Chandran's.
Mine sucked.
Tell
I
us
know mine
who
sucked.
edited the podcast the best, and then we'll never do it again.
Oh God. Okay. Well.
We'll make Chandran edit it every time.
Exactly.
Down.
Damn, that's crazy.
If only you guys could have seen the 13 audio tracks I had to make the last episode.
Oh my God, it was a fucking nightmare. I was trying to like fix some stuff up with like the volume and.
Did
My
you see
God.
all my muted sounds at the beginning? Because I had
Yes.
to like, cut them and paste them.
I didn't know what they were until I went in and looked at them, and it was just a treasure trove of Chandran sound clips.
Yeah, I just had to I had one track that was just all of his clips put together, and then I would cut a little piece and put another track and then paste it further down the line.
It's the worst way you could have done that, but anyways, since Chandran already brought it up, I did start us a little Patreon. I'm not sure what we're gonna offer for it yet. I have so far I have 2 tiers written out. One is a $1 tier where it's just like a hey, you're giving us money. You can, write us little questions in the comments on Patreon and we'll answer them and maybe we'll give you a little shout out. And then there's a $5 tier, which right now is just giving you access to a Guerrilla Radio Show Discord, which will be started once someone actually buys that tier. And then you can bother us directly and, maybe we'll be like, hey, we're recording. Want to ask us anything while we're recording? a nice parasocial relationship that we can set up for you there.
Some of the things to look forward for the Patreon that I'm looking forward to working on is like doing like outtakes compilations basically.
Oh yeah, that's a
So
good one.
y'all can hear
MLG
all the
compilations.
shitty. Yeah, we have a lot of really shitty conversations before we start the episode proper.
Yeah, they
and
suck
record
ass.
them all. They suck ass are the worst. But if you want to hear us being the worst and sucking ass, you can give us a certain amount of money.
You want to hear me being
Probably
late to my own
$1.
podcast? No, I'm
And
kidding.
look, here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal, guys. You know what? I'm just gonna say it now, so it's on recording. We get 20 patrons. We'll try and put out a premium episode every month.
Ooh, okay,
Just for you guys. We get. Let's say we get 100 patrons. We get 100 patrons, guys. I'll figure out how to make merch.
Well,
feel
actually there was an option. Patreon offered like a merch tier, but they take 3% a 3% cut out of all your
They
profits.
Can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
I already have like a dropship thing set up for when I was broke before, so I'm going to
The grind never stops.
Yeah, grind never ceases.
So Greg, what monetary amount would someone need to pay to access the Greg's Whole Picks tier?
Well, 2 weeks ago I accidentally showed two of my very, very close best friends a picture of my cock.
Hold on, wait.
By accident.
Hold on. We can leave this in because it's funny. So we were all drunk, right? Sitting at the kitchen table in my house. We had a couple of friends over, and we're sitting there and we're babbling about something. We just played Card Against Humanity, and somebody brought up, the BDSM test.
Yeah.
Somebody brought it up, and I was like, I took that test. I was like, we should all take it, but I'm going to show you all my results. And so I opened my Snapchat where I had it
Oh,
saved.
no.
And so I was like, it's not in my memories. Where the fuck is it? And I was like, oh, it's in my conversation with my girlfriend, who, by the way, was not present for this. So I go, okay, it's in there. And I'm scrolling. I find it. I click on it. I open it. And my phone's like, when it's on low power mode and it just shuts the screen off for you?
Mm-hmm.
I handed it to my friend and I went, don't touch the screen. I went, I don't know what else is in here. And he went, okay. And then not 5 seconds passes. He taps cock, just my cock. And he went, ah, and he threw the phone. I panicked immediately. I went, dude, what'd you see? He went, your dick. He went, like me and my roommate and my buddy, they were like, we saw your dick. I went, I said, how did it look? I went,
no! Did they like it?
I went into self-preservation mode because, then I was like, why did you touch my phone? He went, the screen was dying. I went, why did you just swipe? And then I had to, go look at the picture, and then I was like, it wasn't the greatest picture.
Angles were all fucked up.
The angles, but I'm just happy they didn't. Well, first off, and then I really dug a hole for myself. I went, it doesn't look like that in real life.
It looks a lot smaller.
Panic, just sheer panic. No, but then I was like, oh, well, thank God you didn't tap a second time, because the next one was just a video of the sound on.
You freak!
You freak, Greg.
Hollering.
Screaming.
I'm enjoying Chandran just peeking the mic out every time.
That second one was me. That was me. I think that was the hardest I've ever laughed on here.
Yeah. It was I was, and okay, this is a TMI. We might leave it in. I don't give a shit. I am a European male, and so it wasn't even like a dick that they were used to seeing.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that
Correct.
means.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The hooded viper.
Okay. Well,
That's a good one. I'm gonna steal that one.
No, that's what I call mine. You can't call yours that.
Wow, you're not gonna share?
No.
Damn, I thought we had some kind of camaraderie here.
We can't even talk.
You know what?
You cut that part out.
I was gonna say something, but we should go on to the chimp.
The
content.
$25 tier of Patreon is I will come to your house and dock with you.
I'll do it too for that.
If you want more conversations like this, subscribe to our Patreon. We're
Absolutely.
posting our outtakes.
Okay, so First, there weren't any new coffee questions. This is sort of close to when we released our last episode. So, but we did
Mhm.
get $2 more from Left. No comment that I am aware of. No questions. I think it was just two like little pity dollars thrown our way. But
Yeah,
Shout
we
out,
needed
Lev.
them.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Lef.
But
It's always love.
I will say the one thing I've been getting sent just constantly, sending me emails and pages. My pager's been blowing up with this news of the the research truck
Fuck, I
that
almost spit out my
overturned.
coffee because of that.
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
I almost spit out my tea because he said my page has been blown.
So
Drinking tea.
I'm drinking chai. I'm Indian. Leave it alone, asshole.
Chai just means tea. I don't know what kind of tea you're drinking.
TT.
Got him.
Just masala chai. What else? What other kind of chai would I be drinking?
Chai is just a word for tea.
Yeah, okay, but
I'm just being an
okay,
asshole.
You know
Just
what?
go ahead.
You know what? You know what? You know what?
It's your language.
Wow. Okay.
So as I was saying,
White knighting.
there was this news of this research truck that overturned with over 100 lab monkeys inside of it, and some of them escaped. I think 3 to be exact. And people were like, "Random chimp event incoming." But what the update makes things a bit more interesting. The update came from the Center for Disease Control, and you might be wondering why the update came from them. Well, that's because these were crab-eating macaques in that truck, and they all carry the herpes B virus, which I can't remember if I've talked about this before, but it will be a recurring subject. The macaques, they all carry this herpes B virus. 70% mortality rate. This is not just your average everyday herpes. This is the herpes that like turns your skin like black and blue in spots and kills you and shit. Very unpleasant
wow.
disease. So the CDC released a statement that just said all 100 monkeys have been accounted for. And so people were like, well, that doesn't make me feel better. What do you mean by that? And so they elaborated that the 3 that escaped were euthanized, and the other ones that didn't escape were just secured and taken to wherever their destination was. So, again, like, it's a little messed up, having to shoot these monkeys on site in Pennsylvania, but to be fair, if these 3 monkeys had been able to somehow establish some kind of inbreeding, like, breeding population in Pennsylvania, they do all carry the herpes, and that would have been a massive potential problem, just like it is a massive potential problem in Florida, where some tour guide, like, I don't remember how long ago, he just released a bunch of macaques into the Florida Everglades, as people tend to do down there. All of them have herpes B. All of them can spread it.
There's so many good reasons not to go to Florida.
Yeah. The population is about up to, I think the last estimate was like 300, and they are spreading across Florida. And the public health officials' recommendations are do not even go near it, do not look at it, just run the fuck away, because if it bites you or scratches you, it could give you this incredibly dangerous herpes B virus. So that's a fun thing we might have to worry about in the future. There's a couple of invasive monkey species in America, actually, but that's the most notable one that I know of. You guys have any comments on that? I don't know.
I'm very interested in. So, can the herpes B virus? If you get the herpes B virus, is that a sexually transmitted disease between humans or?
Actually, I don't know. I mean, there's been so few human infections, and most of them have just led to death. Like,
yeah, you just die.
Yeah, you just die if you get it. That, like, I don't know if they know fully the extent. Like, there's a
Good for the
chance that
boys.
maybe if it, like, mutated and was spread by this increasing monkey population, we could have some kind of new, like, super monkey pandemic inflict the nation of America.
God,
But,
don't we already have
I'm a
one?
big fan of pandemics.
Who doesn't want another pandemic, honestly? I mean, this one will be monkey themed, so it'll at least
This
be
ain't
like
a
fun.
pandemic.
Right?
This ain't
We
a
can milk that shit for
pandemic.
years.
This a bandemic.
Exactly. You
Get
can
your bread up.
Thank you for that, Greg. But
Rob,
always gotta remind our viewers to stay on their grind.
if you're
They might
not
forget.
grinding, what are you doing?
Listening to a podcast about monkeys.
I wake up at 4 a.m. every day, brush my teeth 6 times, go to the gym, come home, fuck my couch, have breakfast,
Kiss
Go
my
to the
pet
gym
chimpanzee on the lips.
tongue kiss Kanzi the chimpanzee. Okay?
Bonobo. It's a bonobo, not chimp.
Is Kanzi a bonobo?
Yeah, Kanzi's a bonobo, not a chimp, but go off.
I
Can't believe you're getting your primate facts wrong, Greg.
thought Kanzi was
We
a
gotta
chimp.
brush up on those.
They all fucking look the same.
Wait, hold on. Bonobo. Okay, well, I will say bonobos and chimpanzees do unironically get confused all the time to the point where bonobos weren't even their own species for a while. They were just called pygmy chimpanzees. But
Thank
if you're
you.
a seasoned primate expert like me, you can easily tell the difference between a bonobo and a chimpanzee. You know, bonobo's got the wider face with the flatter foreheads, all black with lighter colored lips. Chimpanzees are more like speckled, typically. And the bonobos are more gracile, you know? I think that's how you say that. They're thinner, slender.
That's cool.
Are bonobos the ones that are always fucking?
Bonobos are the ones that are constantly fucking.
I thought they were all
yeah.
always fucking. They were like living like the Return to Monkey Dream.
Well, okay, well, well, yes, they are always constantly fucking, but bonobos use fucking as currency, as a social communication tool, and as a way to like relieve stress. Like, if they, like for example, I saw a video of this group of bonobos. I think I mentioned this before. There's a group of bonobos assessing a threat in the distance, like a potential predator. There's one like calling out, warning everyone of the threat, and 2 female bonobos just immediately started scissoring and squirting all over each other as a response to that stress.
You tell me the
That
bonobo
feels like
squirt.
Oh yeah, no, you can look the video up online. That
I
shit
don't
was
want to.
that shit was squirting everywhere. It was pretty vile,
That
honestly.
shit was gushy. That shit was wet.
You know, to prove a point,
Waterfall.
to prove a point to my girlfriend last week, I did look it up. Yeah, squirt is pee.
Well, you know,
The more you know.
I think that's debatable. But we're
Shut
not
up.
a debate that we're getting into on this podcast.
Are you sure? We can if you want.
We don't need to. We don't.
I
need
can
to.
talk to you guys about it for the next hour and a half if you want.
I think maybe we'll stick to the bonobos for now. But thank you, Greg.
Okay, no problem.
But yeah, shit. No, so bonobos are always fucking. But bonobos as well as chimpanzees are one of those super endangered species, you know. Which is funny given how much they have sex. You would think they'd be reproducing more, but you know, evidently
Yeah,
not.
they,
You know, it's
Bonobos? Bro, you got no hose. Alright.
Oh.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
You know what, that was good.
You got a
I'll
joke.
give you that one. I'll give you a
Thank you.
solid 7 out of 10 for that one.
Thank you.
I'll give you. I'll insert a little golf clap there too, in the Audacity recording.
Thank you.
But yeah. So unlike the bonobos and chimpanzees, which are endangered, there are these invasive populations of primates that I've been wanting to, you know, sort of talk about for a while. Really fun.
You know who the
Subject.
You know who the real invasive species is?
Yeah, I know.
White people?
Every anthropology professor says that.
Yeah, I know. It's the exact same joke we made last time too.
I think I made it last time.
Yeah, you made it last time.
Humans are the real invasive species. Like, sure, I guess, whatever.
The cockroaches of the primate world.
Yeah, but it's always funny, like, where so much effort is placed on primate conservation, it's like such a losing battle. It's so funny in some areas where primates are just such a problem, like, no natural predators, abundant food resources, just completely demolishing local ecosystems. One such example is, well, potentially the macaques in Florida. That could be a problem in the future. Keep your eyes peeled for that. That'll be really funny to have a monkey invasion of America. But
Have they not really become a problem yet?
not a huge problem. There's still only like 300ish of them, but that's still not good
That's
at
like
all.
so fucking many.
That could, if they don't have any like predators nobody kills them, then it could be a real problem. Another place in the Caribbean that is dealing with a massive invasive monkey problem is St. Kitts Island. They have a green monkey population, an invasive green monkey population of 60,000 plus. And what this often translates to in a little isolated island in the Caribbean with no natural predators for a monkey is, just a farmer minding their own business one day, just trying to tend to their crops when all of a sudden a war band of hundreds and hundreds of green monkeys
Hell
just
yeah.
comes storming down the fucking hills, screeching and hollering, tearing down fences, and just reducing that farmer's crops to just ash and trampled
I'm sorry,
weeds.
that's badass.
I mean, it is pretty badass, just like a monkey warband raiding your crops and destroying everything you have for food.
I really enjoy how often the topic of monkey warbands comes up on our podcast. I feel like it's been mentioned at least once an episode by now.
Monkeys be fighting in war bands, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, they can
can
coordinate
you
these
do?
attacks. They wait for the time to strike and they just decimate these crop fields. It's horrible for the local farmers, obviously, but it's an incredible
give a
mental
fuck.
vision. I believe there's like those like deer trail cam footage things. Those
Yeah.
things. I think they set those up, and there's some footage
Yeah,
online
trap
you can look
cameras.
at of the green monkeys just storming these farms and taking everything.
I want to see that.
It's very intriguing content. In other places, there's places where monkeys are endemic to, but they have sort of become quote unquote invasive because of the spread of urban development. I know there's some places in India where monkeys will just start going into town, stealing food out of people's hands and shit, which is a common problem. I don't. Have you ever had any monkey experiences in India? I don't know how much time you spent in India.
I haven't been to India in 15 years.
Never mind then.
Just ask the token Indian guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at it. I do remember when I was little seeing monkeys in India.
Yeah. So you've got some monkey experience.
They've got some monkeys over there. I was 6 years old, so I thought they were all really cool. And now I'm 22. Now I'm 21 years old. I'm about to turn 22. I'm getting tripped up.
And they're still
Everybody,
really cool,
wish me happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chan.
Not y'all.
It only
y'all
gets
wish me happy
worse.
birthday on my birthday.
Oh, okay.
People in the comments wish me happy birthday now.
Let's go ahead and get a happy birthday in the chat real quick.
Can we get a happy birthday in the chat real quick? But yeah, now I'm 21 and I still like monkeys.
Yeah.
So, not a lot of personal growth there.
Yeah.
And that's the only place there's been no personal growth.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing.
Oh no. Look, we can't tear this. Chandran's finally back. You can't tear this pod apart again.
Yeah, I'm finally back on the podcast. I came back after accepting your apology. I came back in good graces.
We replaced you with a mediocre white man.
And now you...
He's screaming and crying right now.
What was it? Oh yeah, there was like this video of these two like Malaysian schoolgirls doing a project outside, and this monkey just like they just start screaming because they see something. I don't understand their language, but you soon see what they're screaming at because a monkey just like jumps down onto the table and its huge swinging pendulous ball sack just smacks the webcam. And
I have seen that.
you've seen
hell
that
yeah.
video. It's such a
I've seen
legendary
that
video.
It's so funny.
Its balls are just swinging and just completely takes over the table, scares them off, which these monkeys, they know that they can scare people away because they're like little demon animals. And so
Hellspawn.
that's what I mean by like invasive in urban environments. Like technically we're invading their habitat, but like they're sort of invading us back. They're like learning like, all right, well, I can just scare these tourists into dropping their food and I can pick it up once they're done with dropping it and running away.
Mm-hmm.
And that only
Yeah.
encourages the behavior because, it's positive reinforcement. Scare a human, get ice cream.
Yeah. The monkeys in St. Kitts, they've been like, what do you call it? Like monetized by like people in the area who like, capture them, like take pictures and stuff.
Oh,
and they like
yeah.
just are,
No,
they
yeah,
like
that's-
terrorize like tourist attractions and stuff because they're just all over the place.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you brought that up because I actually forgot to mention that. But yeah, no, they've been monetized in the way that locals will sort of like get one and train one to like be chill enough to take a photo on someone's shoulder. And so all these tourists are just like, oh boy, picture with a monkey. And I imagine some of them are less well trained than others, and I imagine sometimes that leads to some unfortunate snatchings of jewelry or something or the other. But yeah, no, I
An
mean,
ear too.
people have kind of tried to like live alongside the monkeys, but that hasn't worked super well, especially with how fast they're reproducing with no natural competition. Um,
Mhm.
I believe there's been like an authorization to start like hunting these things, but I can't remember the specifics on that. I don't know much about Caribbean law, I guess, but
Mhm.
I will say I did know a researcher who I talked to in a Zoom call for a class, however long ago, that was stationed in St. Kitts and was studying the invasive population, and they said there was this green monkey that lived at a local bar, just chilled there, but after a couple of years, it started developing like a form of schizophrenia because I believe the
What?
researchers
Schizo
said
monkey?
like verbatim, green monkeys are the most schizophrenic primate species in the world. So like this
Go
monkey just
off.
lost its mind and would be chilling in the bar like usual and would just walk up to a patient and like rip a tooth out of their mouth or some shit. And just
Oh my
freak
god.
the fuck out of them out of nowhere. Like walk by and then all of a sudden just snap
There
and
are no gang stalkers
rip a
nearby.
clump of hair out of someone's head. Just like so I don't know what they did with it. I think they tried like getting its teeth out, which is slippery slope because they still have fingernails. And then I think they had to either kill it or like release it into the wild somewhere or some shit like that. But either way, not
It's a
not.
little monkey, man. Somebody should just punch it in the face.
Yeah, I mean
Small and fast.
they are pretty small, but you got to keep in mind how agile these creatures are. They'll
Get him drunk first.
yeah, I mean
I mean, he lives in a bar. It's pretty easy.
I mean yeah, maybe he'll like lick up
They
the.
literally are in the bar.
I think a monkey would realistically win a bar fight even if it was intoxicated.
Nah, a little monkey?
I don't know. I mean.
Like even let's say they're very agile, right? All you gotta do is land one
Yeah,
hit
but they can like
against the little monkey.
Bruce Lee like roll with the punch like water and just like
Do
immediately
you think they're gonna
counterattack.
Bruce Lee roll with the punch?
They might. I don't know. They're pretty light. Maybe the impact doesn't do as much to them.
Do you think? Okay. Do you think Mike Tyson? What kind of? Okay. How big would a primate have to be to beat Mike Tyson?
Chimp sized.
I don't. I
Think
mean,
Mike Tyson couldn't take out a chimp?
even a baboon might be
Think
too much
anything-
for Mike Tyson. Like, because
Oh wait, never mind. I forgot. Baboons are small, but they are vicious.
well, see, here's the thing. Baboons aren't actually that small. They're like the size of a large dog. I don't know if you knew this, but they're like large dog sized, and they are just as fast as a small monkey with the strength of a baboon, and they've got those sharp like dog
Are you fucking
faces with
with
the
me right now?
canines and shit. They're scary. They are terrifying.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
Do
Do
They're
not
that
fuck
big?
with baboons. Like I think baboon is the I think baboon is the cutoff for every human being, in my opinion.
Uh huh. They have their ass looks weird, so if you make fun of it, it gives them good reason to kill you.
Yeah. Although I was friends with a baboon at a zoo I worked at. He liked to catch things, and I would fold him up these little peanut butter sandwiches, and I'd go over to his thing, and he'd put his hands out, and I'd toss him a peanut butter sandwich, and he'd catch it, and then shove the whole thing in his mouth, and then put his hands back out. It was really cute. I had a fun time.
Did he do the thing that dogs do, where they just can't handle? They just absolutely can't handle peanut butter.
Actually, I guess I never. What's the word I'm looking for? I didn't like look that closely. I didn't monitor them after eating the peanut butter. I guess maybe sometimes they took a long time to like chew. And they did that thing where like they start contorting their mouth trying to get the peanut butter off the roof of their mouth. But
Did you guys give them like a nice little glass of milk?
no, they had water. Usually, they don't typically give them
You
milk.
can't
That's
have
trash.
a PB&J with water.
I mean,
Imagine washing down your peanut butter sandwich with a glass
I mean,
of milk.
look,
Yeah.
in terms of primate care, usually they get water or some kind of fruit juice because that's all they're going to get in the wild. I mean, babies will get milky. I mean, milk. Sorry,
I'm sorry, you weren't doing that on purpose?
I listen.
You could have just left it. You could have just left it. You could have just said nothing.
I
And we'd all have been like, yeah,
sometimes babies get a little milky. No, I meant to say sometimes babies get milk from like bottles. I think the E at the end of baby made me say milky, but just a humiliating ordeal of saying baby need milky on your podcast.
What E? Shut up. What E at the end of baby?
No, I'm the E sound.
The sound.
Not the letter E. See, now you've got me off my game. Now you're tripping me up.
I've got you off your game. You've done this to yourself.
Let's go back to bottle feeding baby monkeys.
Do we not do that anymore?
I mean, I would.
Have you ever baby fed
Okay.
milk bottle fed a monkey? Or you know?
It sounded like you said baby fed a MILF.
Are you guys okay?
I said baby fed and had to stop because I recognized I said the wrong thing. We're all fucked up today.
No, you guys are.
Oh no.
Greg is at the
I'm
peak of his
fine.
See what
game.
happens. Uh-huh.
I'm just sitting here, pissing my pants, just hanging out.
Yeah, I mean
You
sometimes
just
it
told
saves
us
you the
about
bathroom
showing
trip.
your cock to your friends, so you know what? I don't think I need to take shit from you.
What'd you do?
No, you showed your cock
Is
to
it-
your friends.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with a little
I don't know.
cock sharing.
A little milky.
Nothing wrong with a
little
little.
milky.
Homophobe? What are you, a homophobe, man? You don't wanna, you don't,
Am I a
not
homophobe?
okay with that? Yeah.
Am I a homophobe? No. Yeah.
I think if anybody here is homophobic,
Yeah,
it's you.
That is true.
Yeah, I
I
mean
do
most
fucking
likely.
hate gay people. Despise them with all of my fucking heart.
Most likely to be a homophobe. Chandran.
Yeah, no, in terms of baby monkeys, I have two baby monkey stories. One, I had a zookeeper friend who, not friend, more of a coworker who I was friendly towards. I guess it could be my friend, but I haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah, let's not get too familiar here.
Yeah, let's not get too familiar.
I think he would feel about you saying what
Keep
you're
it strictly
saying.
business. But yeah, no, he was in charge of taking care of these little baby spider monkeys, and he would like bottle feed them while he was playing Red Dead Redemption. And every time his controller shook from the vibration of him shooting, the monkeys would like jump back a little bit because they didn't know what the fuck it was. That's just a cute little story I heard. I also had a coworker who used to work at some zoo where an orangutan mother abandoned its baby because it didn't want anything to do with it, didn't want to be a mother. So they had to hand rear it because, you know, come on, it's orangutan, you can't just let it die. And in the process of hand rearing this baby orangutan, they figured, oh, it'll be good publicity to like bring a cute baby monkey onto a TV station. So some local news station like invited them on to talk about this baby orangutan, and the news anchor wanted to hold the baby orangutan, so they're like, sure.
Oh.
And in what is possibly one of the only recorded instances of an orangutan attack on a human being, the baby orangutan started biting the shit out of him because the orangutan did not like that particular news reporter. So they had to keep the baby orangutan away from the guy.
Oh, was the orangutan just like really mad at that particular
I don't
guy?
know, he just didn't want anything to do with that guy. I don't know.
Do orangutans normally not want to fight somebody?
No, there's like very few. I literally, it's, you would have to go really, really out of your way, like in personal anecdotes and stuff, to find a story of an orangutan attacking a human being. They mind their business.
Go off, Queens.
Yeah, exactly. There's actually a, I think there's actually a saying in Borneo. This is probably a rough translation, but it's like, it's theorizing that orangutans know how to talk, but they don't talk to humans because otherwise the human would put them to work. So, you know, just a little fun orangutan lore for you.
Those I remember.
I mean, like, go off.
I remember seeing
They're
like
not wrong.
some small monkey working a blender on TikTok, and it was just like, that monkey just doesn't want to pay taxes. That motherfucker could have a job.
Oh, well, actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because there are monkey slaves in
What?
Excuse me?
Yeah, no, they have coconut harvesting monkey slaves in I think it might be Borneo or somewhere in Indonesia. They basically they chain these
Gotta
monkeys
be.
up to a specific coconut tree or area with coconut trees, and whenever the coconuts are ready to be harvested, coconut harvesting can be very dangerous for humans because you either have to climb all the way up a tree or you have to knock the coconuts down with a knife, and that can lead to a coconut bonking you on the head, and like
Okay. Is it? Can you call it slavery if it's an animal? Because we put dogs to work. We don't call them dog slaves.
You're treading a fine fucking line.
yeah, I mean, okay, that's a fair point. It's just like, I mean, animal rights activists call it slavery, so that's.
Animal rights activists
well,
are
they're
fucking
not people.
freaks.
I mean, it is a bit. It does seem really unethical to like force a primate, which is so human-like, to just be chained to a tree picking coconuts for its entire life. Like it's. I guess I wouldn't call it slavery. It's just highly unethical and
Yeah.
weird
Like,
behavior.
Let little guys run around every once in a while. You don't
Yeah.
gotta keep them chained up all the
Real
time.
narc behavior.
Yeah, it's.
I am pro chaining up monkeys though. Just
Okay.
like from a 9 to 5 basis.
Oh yeah, well,
That's what we're
give
all
them
doing.
give
That's
them
what we're all
reasonable
doing
work
anyways.
hours.
Yeah.
Maybe some union benefits.
If they're working overtime, they get like an extra plate that night.
They get an extra little banana.
Yeah, maybe they get an extra little loaf of bread if they were a good little monkey today. That's how it sounds. That's how you fucking sound.
Look, I was being facetious. I don't think they should be chained up at all.
You're all going to hell. I hope everyone goes to hell no matter what.
Especially the people that are chaining up monkeys, making them harvest coconuts.
No, just everyone.
We all deserve it.
What was it? Oh yeah, so on the topic of like unethical monkey business, we have got to talk about the menthol smoking chimp, Azalea, in North Korea.
Azalea fan cam, please.
We'll get to that, but in the Pyongyang Zoo in North Korea, there was a chimpanzee named Azalea who smoked, according to caretakers, 40 cigarettes a day, just in front of everyone, just blasting cigs with caretakers in their little chimp habitat. Like, she would walk up to the caretaker with a cig, and he'd just like bend over, light it up, and she'd get puffing. And it's incredible. Like,
Having a dart.
you can look up videos of this chimp just chuffing back darts like a mad woman.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You said smoked as in the past tense. Is Azalea no longer with us?
She is with us, but there was a particularly concerned Scandinavian zookeeper or zoologist, whatever, who convinced Pyongyang into letting him teach the chimp how to break its smoking addiction. And Azalea is now clean. She has kicked her smoking habit, which
Good for you, Queen.
Well, this is bullshit.
it's really funny because there's a lot of criticism, like we should invade North Korea because they're letting this chimp smoke,
Oh my god.
Any fucking excuse, huh?
Any fucking
Like, first of all, we've done much worse things to chimpanzees. Second of all, if
We've done much worse things to North Korea.
exactly. But if it's of any comfort, the zookeepers elaborated that they insisted, in fact, that the chimpanzee was not actually smoking the cigarettes, but rather inhaling them into her mouth and like blowing it back out just for purely aesthetic purposes, kind of like a
she's a
kid
bitch who
smoking
doesn't
weed for the
inhale.
first time.
Me too, Queen.
But yeah, no,
Not actually inhaling it.
the
No, just tasting it.
yeah, exactly. The guy who taught the chimp to quit smoking actually was criticized too by some people around the world because he had kind things to say about the Pyongyang like city and the restaurants. He said, "Oh yeah, they've got really nice restaurants. It's really nice there." And everyone was like, "You're legitimizing the North Korean regime." It's like, man, he's just there to teach a chimp to stop smoking. Chill out. Like, the fuck,
God
man.
damn. If I hear one more thing about North Korea this week.
You're gonna go
You've been hearing a
ballistic.
lot about North Korea? Did something happen?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
had
aware
to. I had to try and explain North Korea to Jaden.
I don't know who that
I
is.
don't know who Jaden is, but you know.
Because, like, okay, she didn't fully grasp the, like, they're calling themselves communist. They're definitely not, but their government says that they are, and so you have to learn how to differentiate between, like, a cult of personality and socialism.
Well, you better hope we don't have any Jucheist primatologist viewers.
And I was like, no. She was like, but they're calling themselves that. I went, yeah, uh-huh. I went, and we call ourselves a what? A democracy, are we?
No.
It just became a very, like, long-winded, like...
No, I understand. But, oh yeah, speaking of which, what Chandran, or Greg, but I forgot who brought this up, but I do want to challenge our fans.
Wow, we sound different.
I just forgot who said it. I want to challenge our fans to create a fan cam of this smoking chimp and set it to like fan cam, like with the spinning video,
the edits,
the sparkly,
I
the
think
pink
the
filter.
nerds who listen to our podcast know what.
Okay, yeah,
I just.
okay.
Oh wait, no, you're the one who brought this up.
Well, okay. To be fair, 3% of our listeners are over 60. I saw that in our
Are
statistics. 3%. Shout out to
What are y'all
Grandma.
doing? Get back to the retirement home. Oh my god. Why are you listening?
Get a fucking job. Damn.
Oh, well, I don't know if I'd say that, but so what I was thinking is, so you get footage of this chimp's blasting cigs and set it to either Diet by Denzel Curry or like Pax by Crime Wave or something. Just something like I want to see this, and I want this to be submitted to Guerrilla Radio Show. I will put it everywhere. I will retweet it on every account I have. I will send it to my like family group chat with my grandma. I will send it everywhere. I just need someone to make this.
There's our 3%.
I probably
viewers
won't
are
do that.
60 and up.
Yeah, I mean,
Austin's grandma.
maybe that is my grandma.
Are you shitting on Graham right now?
I'm not.
I have nothing to say about Graham.
I have nothing but kind
Good or
things
not.
to say about Granny Pat. That's what they call her, Granny Pat.
Granny
I
Pat.
know it's not
Absolutely.
my grandpa because he died last night.
Oh,
What happened?
My grandpa died last night.
Last night?
Last night, yeah.
oh my God.
What the fuck?
I was gonna.
I haven't seen him in 15 years, so it's like, not a
Oh.
big
Did he
deal.
die in India?
Yeah, that's where he lives.
Huh.
That's where people from India
Lived.
live usually.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
Greg.
Yeah.
Well, R.I.P. Grand Chan.
Don't say that. Ever.
Sorry.
That's fucked up. You can't do that.
Grandpa Chandran. R.I.P.
What was his name?
I don't fucking know.
You don't
What
know?
was his fucking name?
I just call him Tata.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, his name is Don Dapani.
Oh, okay.
Wait, his first name is Dandapani?
Yeah, that's how casts got eradicated, names got kind of fucked around and stuff. So
Huh.
What was his last name?
I don't know. It was probably his
Chandra.
oh no, his last name was probably his cast name. I don't remember what our cast name is.
Damn, that's
Well, are you among the whites?
what a way to
My-
phrase
my
that.
My family
That's-
is Tamil Brahmin. Fuck Tamil
Oh.
Brahmins, by the way. Fuck the Brahmins. End caste supremacy. Yada yada yada.
Why are you so mad? You guys are at the top. You were all the way up.
But yeah, no, I can never remember our cast name because I hear it like once.
I mean, that tends to be the case with Indian immigrants to America, right?
They're all Brahmins, yeah.
No, after caste got eradicated, all Indians had they kind of just figured out what they were going to do with their last names. Some of them took their parents' first name and made it their last name. There was a lot of stuff going on.
Huh.
But yeah, once caste got off the caste is still very much an issue, a prevalent issue, especially in the diaspora. But once caste got eradicated, legally, there was huge name changes. Some people just kind of picked out generic names. Some people just took names of their fathers, and
Huh.
yeah.
Interesting. I will say, I can't
go
believe
off.
that we have managed to, almost every single episode, bring this pod
Wind
back
up here.
around to Indian politics somehow. I don't know how it's happening,
Somehow.
but it's happening.
My grandpa died for this insertion.
Oh.
Shout out to him.
Oh yeah, rip grandpa.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Grandpa. What were we even saying before that?
My grandpa died the day I graduated high school. The other one died on Christmas Day.
Damn.
Damn, that's crazy. My white grandpa died like a week before Christmas.
What is it with grandpas and dying right before Christmas?
Right? They love
Grandparents love to die
so
around Christmas time.
They can make one more thing about them.
Everyone's got to put away their Christmas presents and go to the funeral.
Hey everybody, don't worry about being happy this year. Grandpa's dead.
Oh my god.
Them dudes really do be wild, though.
They love to do it. It's a constant thing. This feels like a Jerry Seinfeld bit, but it's true.
Nah, they're like, what's the most important date coming up? Alright, I'm gonna kill myself right before that.
Wow. My tata died right after Pongal. My dad landed in America. Like 24 hours later, he died.
Like on the Mayflower? Like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
my dad was in India, and he just got back like 2 days ago.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit.
It's some fucking bullshit. He just got back, and now he's gonna have to go back like pretty soon, I imagine.
Yeah.
Did you know he was dying?
No, he just died. I mean,
Well, like,
he's
dropped
old
dead?
as shit. He's old as like dirt, you know. He's I think he had his 90th birthday recently. Not recently, but you know, like within, I think he's like 90 years old. Or
I
something.
have a question to ask.
So he lived a long life, you know. Shout outs to him.
Go off, bro.
Yeah, that's good, but I do have a question to ask. Was your dad like upset about having to like immediately book a flight back?
No, I haven't. He told me last night. I said, "Oh my god," and then I was too high to have a conversation about it with him.
Oh. Yeah, no.
You were like, I'm sorry, Dad, or I'm glad that happened to you. I don't care.
Oh. I was gonna say, not to bring up Seinfeld again, but that's literally the plot of a Seinfeld episode where like they go visit someone's old ass like relative and they die, and then the parents make a huge deal about having to go immediately back and pay for a more expensive plane ticket.
I feel like you are the listener in the 40 to 60 age group, because it's like the fourth time you've referenced
Okay, no,
Seinfeld.
that was the second time, and it was within a couple minutes. It's because I've been watching Seinfeld to go to sleep recently, and
Oh, or is that how you're fighting your demons?
that's how I'm fighting my demons. I just have a show produced by Larry David and only Larry David. Nobody else.
And it's just Kramer saying,
No. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there could be a Seinfeld plot involving a monkey, if there hasn't already.
I feel like there was.
There
Hold
might
on.
be.
Give me just a single moment. Here we go. I got you. It's The Face Painter, Season 6, Episode 23. Kramer holds a grudge against the chimpanzee who hit him with a banana.
That's fucking perfect. Hold on, I've got to watch that episode actually.
And George resolves to take the dramatic step of telling his girlfriend he loves her. We don't care about what happens to George.
Yeah, fuck George.
That's like that is like absolutely. That's such a perfect plot line. I don't need to know anything else about the episode other than that synopsis.
Kramer battles a chimpanzee at the zoo. That's what's happening.
I wonder how like in the shit they got. Like, do you think it was like? I mean, it's like a '90s sitcom. Everything sucked in '90s sitcoms, you know. Like, they didn't put that guy. I don't know, fucking the Kramer's actor's name. They didn't put Kramer into a fucking pit with a monkey and just.
I'm muting myself for a moment. Hold on.
Okay.
You guys keep talking.
He's gonna pull a Kramer.
He's gonna He's gonna pull a Kramer at the Laugh Factory. He's gotta mute himself before that happens.
Kramer saying the N-word is like one of the like really big pop culture events that meant nothing to me because I never have watched Seinfeld or cared about it because I'm a young person and cool and hot.
And now it's hard to like go back and watch Seinfeld knowing that guy was like, that's what he's known for now.
Yeah, that's what that guy did. He's the guy who said the N-word. Who's Kramer?
They're all problematic. Jerry Seinfeld, he was dating like a 17-year-old or some shit. It's not very relatable, funny cringe humor. Mr. Seinfeld.
Yeah,
that's more of just like a grooming, an adult
crime.
grooming a child. Actually, that's more of a crime. I think that's not very funny at all. Larry David was the funny one,
We
anyways.
stand an unproblematic king.
Yeah, Larry David.
I
was
don't
the
know
funny
if
part.
Larry David is unproblematic.
Are we calling Larry David problematic right
No,
now?
we said
But
unproblematic.
I don't
Oh,
know.
I was gonna say you're being anti-Semitic.
No, because I was saying Larry David was the only unproblematic and funny part of Seinfeld.
Is Elaine problematic?
I don't know, probably.
She's a woman.
Yeah, I mean she's a woman, so that's already -1.
Minus
That one
10
came out of
social
nowhere.
credit.
Already on thin ice there, but
Am I? What are you gonna do? Cancel
no,
me?
I was talking about Elaine.
Oh, I was gonna say I fucking dare anyone to try to cancel me. I'm uncancelable.
Oh, I don't know about that. You never know what some of our listeners might do. They might use that search function on Twitter. Who knows what they might find?
I've never said the N-word on Twitter.
Yeah, but what if you said
I
what if
checked.
you said something
Now,
wrong about like a children's
why did
cartoon
you feel
show?
the need to qualify that, Greg? Have you said the N-word off of Twitter?
In my life ever?
I don't know. That's whatever you want to admit on the podcast.
I've never even touched the N
no.
key on my keyboard. That's how unproblematic I am. It's completely
Your name
pristine.
is Austin.
God, I love that you left in the edit that I made though, so it sounded like Chandran was saying a slur.
Wait, no, wait. I did. I edited out the bleeps. I just made him say "shut up" twice.
Wait, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, no, I had to take out the bleep.
Why'd you take the bleep
I
out?
didn't want Chandler to be canceled.
Oh, he wasn't gonna be canceled. There are like 11 people listen to this fucking thing.
Actually, I'll tell you how many people listened to that episode. It was
Oh, really?
in just since the time we released it, like what, not even a week ago at the time of recording, 137 people have listened to it.
Damn, are we famous now?
Not really,
Yeah,
but
we got a little bit of fame.
Am
Don't know how to
I
act.
better than everyone else?
oh yeah, speaking of which, we have to shout out like people who give us money on Anchor, which by the way, if you're still listening, if you want to transfer your Anchor monthly donations to Patreon for more benefits, because I don't know how to let Anchor supporters contact us. Maybe just guerrillaradioshow@gmail.com. But anyways, if you want to transfer, like cancel that subscription and resubscribe on Patreon, totally cool with me. Totally cool.
Do we have Anchor supporters?
Yes, we have 3. Ethan for $1 a month. Emily for.
That's how he got on the podcast.
Well, yeah, that was. Well,
He
that's
bought
also
his
because
way
we knew
out.
Ethan. He didn't like reach out to us saying like, "Hey, I'm a supporter." So Ethan $1 a month. Matthew also $1 a month, and then Emily $5 a month. So we've got like
Damn, Emily.
$9 in our Anchor wallet. Pretty
God
pretty
damn,
baller.
That's crazy.
Pretty baller.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me to never say that anything is baller again on this podcast, but
I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
keep saying it.
We'll put a gag order on that one.
yeah.
It only gets funnier the more you do it.
Oh, actually, what's this notification? Congrats! You've got early access to video podcasts on Spotify. So that means
Oh my god, we're so close to doing the Joe Rogan experience.
we can do the Joe Rogan thing. We can all get in person and like
Yeah.
smoke a blunt in a
I mean,
studio
not
room.
You, Greg. You could just
like
stay
like
over
we
there.
don't have
I
to.
can finally interview Elon Musk.
Yeah, and then that's when we introduce the live chimpanzee studio guest and leave him in the room with him.
Oh, I would you get mauled by a chimp for podcast views?
Oh fuck no. Unless they're paying me Joe Rogan money.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
I
I would be in the same room as a chimp for podcast views.
I wouldn't, not unless they absolutely benzo the fuck out of the chimp. I'm terrified of chimps at this point.
I've been in the same room as a chimp, just separated by like mesh.
At this point, I'm absolutely petrified of those motherfuckers. They all sound
Yeah.
insane.
I mean, they are, but
After Trevor,
you just gotta watch. I mean, did I tell you about the chimp that tried to
Travis,
assassinate
not
me with a
Trevor.
rock?
What?
I want to learn about this assassination.
Oh yeah, so I was in there cleaning, and I was in a section where the part separating me and the chimps wasn't a mesh, but rather some metal bars that they can still reach through. And so this chimp came up to me. I was scrubbing the poop deck as you do, and he like just comes up and starts staring at me. I'm like, "Hey buddy, what's up?" And I look away and go back to cleaning. Then I hear a really loud metal ding, and I look, and there's a fucking rock flying past my head, and it shatters into a million pieces into the metal bar next to my head, like full force. And I look back, and the chimp is already like booking ass away from me to the other side of the enclosure. So
That motherfucker knew what he was doing.
He really
He
tried
was trying
to
to fucking
grassy
kill me.
knoll you, bro.
he tried to fucking JFK me at my own
Down,
internship.
Mr. Primatologist.
Brutal, man. Like I don't know if he didn't understand, like, because I will give chimps the benefit of the doubt. When chimps rip each other's faces off, that shit just grows back and they're fine.
What?
You know, chimps, they can. Yeah, no, like there was a chimp who ripped another chimp's lip off, and the lip grew back in a couple of weeks, and the chimp was completely fine. But like they
What are
don't don't
fucking
necessarily
starfish?
know.
They just regenerate?
They do have really, really good healing abilities, I will say. But yeah, chimps beat the living shit and like seriously wound each other routinely. And I
That's
think that
insane.
just doesn't translate well because we're so close to them that they probably think that we can do that too. And when we don't, they're like, "Oh shit, oopsie."
Oopsie whoopsie, someone made a fucky wucky.
Like there was a chimp who
A little fucko
got
boingo.
it, there was a chimp who got its toe bitten and like its toe was dangling off, so it just ripped the like end of the toe off and it grew back.
Why are they all living 127 hours? They're just ripping pieces of their bodies off to survive.
I don't know, but like I will say, like for example, I had a professor who had a colleague who has like a robot hand now because he got a bunch of fingers ripped off by a chimp in the wild, and I don't know how much we can expect that chimpanzee to be like knowledgeable of like I can't know if we can call it like active maliciousness so much as it is like that chimp didn't know that it would wound us so badly because we're just like frankly like little soft babies compared to them.
Fragile little piss boys.
I mean, exactly.
What if we let the chimps bottle feed us?
Is that a kink thing you're having right now? Or?
I'm just saying, let's teach the chimps that we're just little babies who need Milky, and then they won't attack us
I hear Milky
anymore.
one more time on this fucking podcast. Have we accomplished anything of merit? Because we've been recording for like a fucking hour.
No, this is all good content. Believe me. I'm trying to find some questions we could maybe send ourselves off with on my Tumblr, but it's mostly just people telling me that I look like a lesbian or a school shooter.
You do look like both.
Yeah.
Come
Oh,
on.
I'm sorry.
Especially with the new hairstyle you got.
Nah,
What's
you
the new
too.
hairstyle you got?
Hey, he's got a grown.
I've
grown
grown it out.
a little bit.
I'm doing a little.
Did you post a picture of yourself somewhere?
Yeah, that's why people were calling me a lesbian school shooter.
Oh, I have to get on Tumblr is what you're saying.
Well, I put it on Twitter too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I mean, it was me in
That
front of the
makes-
goth
Makes
Target.
things so much easier. Let me just go here. I have your tweet notifications on, just so you know.
Oh.
Damn.
What are you monitoring me to make sure I don't cancel
You
you?
just got good tweets.
Oh, well, thank you, Greg.
Yeah. How far back is this? Because
I
you
have you
post a
blocked
lot of
on Twitter.
pictures. Oh my god.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. You know what somebody should do? You know what somebody should do to make this even funnier is, and this is for anybody on the pod who has this power, find the 4chan just green text of Elliot Rodgers' manifesto, and then just paste that underneath of this image.
Just
No!
put it behind him.
Please do not do that to me.
Put it right
Listen,
underneath.
I'm begging you not to do that to me.
Or just the green text of like, that feel when no GF or something.
Oh, okay. I do have one question that I already answered, but it's worth reiterating.
It got
An anonymous
280
person
likes.
asked me.
You fucking famous asshole.
So this person said, Hugh Laurie said on the hit Fox show House MD, "You know, proportional to their size, gorillas have smaller testicles than humans. Is that true?" And I said, yes, in my experience, gorillas usually have very small dick and balls. Chimpanzees, on the
Your
other...
experience.
Well, yeah, chimpanzees, in my experience...
What kind of experience you have with chimpanzee dick and balls?
Listen, I have plenty of experience with chimpanzee
Ow.
dick and balls. I've seen many a dick and ball of a chimpanzee. And let me say that there is a wide variability. Like, just as there's, like, 12-inch dicks on humans and like micro penises. There's a spectrum, you know. There was a chimp with some massive nuts. There's a chimp where I didn't even know where his dick was. In fact, the
Damn.
same is probably true of every
Put him on
primate.
blast like that.
Well, it's okay. Okay, listen, he's not listening, so it's fine. But
Wait, what'd you say?
no, I was making.
Oh, Hugh Laurie's not listening.
No, I meant the chimpanzee. Anyways,
The chimp with a small dick is
Yeah.
I have a chimp-related question. Since whatever, I got a
wait,
chimp-related question.
okay, wait. I do want to say one last thing about the balls.
Okay.
I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I did have a field study where we observed a lemur whose balls were so big that he had to literally waddle and scrape them along the ground, and researchers would have to like go in and like stitch up his balls because he would rip them open from dragging them along the ground. And he was so fucking fertile that every time he had sex, the female lemur conceived twins every single time. Like that was the most fertile, sacked up lemur I've ever seen in my life. But anyways, Greg, your question?
Okay. So I just want to like throw it out there. Do you think hypothetically, if there were 11 chimps in Buffalo Bills uniforms, they would have won that game?
I'm gonna fucking listen. You don't understand. My grandmother was devastated by that. She lived to see the Bills lose 4 Super Bowls in a row, even the wide right field goal miss, and she was still like so. She was so devastated. She sent that GIF of Spider-Man crying. I don't even know where she found
Tobey
it.
Maguire?
Tobey Maguire crying.
I'm just saying. Do you think? Maybe you know what? I'll even be nice. 5 chimps to replace the O-line. Do you think?
Our O-line wasn't okay. Our offense wasn't that bad. We just didn't get a chance to play offense in the fucking overtime because they won the coin
overtime
toss.
rules are such bullshit.
Thank you,
The
because that was
overtime rules-
stupid.
The overtime rules. This happens all the fucking time now, though. It's like, okay, so you're not all you're doing is playing for the coin toss because as long as you can score at all, you win.
They gaslit Josh Allen into picking tails on that coin toss, and they also weighted it. And
then they girl bossed him into losing.
they girl bossed him into sitting on the sidelines and just watching Patrick Mahomes carry the ball into the fucking end zone. I'm so upset about that.
Patrick Mahomes is gonna be Tom Brady in like how much I hate him in the next 5 years.
Exactly. Like Bills fans are gonna start like a little anecdote. Back when the Buffalo Sabres hockey team was still like anything that was worth talking about.
Oh my god, you do have a hockey team.
Yeah. You don't hear a lot about them because they haven't been in the playoffs in about. They have the longest playoff drought of any team ever, I think. But anyways,
right behind my boys in Cleveland.
When they played the Carolina Hurricanes, Buffalo Bills fans, Buffalo Sabres fans, when they left the parking lot, they keyed a bunch of Carolina fans' cars on their way out, and it became like a notorious event in North Carolina culture. Well, hockey culture at least.
Became a fucking diplomatic incident.
They got
Exactly.
They got rocked like a hurricane, and they got mad at
I
that.
mean,
I have to say, Buffalo doesn't even deserve sports teams. Like,
Bill,
What even is Buffalo?
it's
I
in
don't
upstate
know.
New York.
I
It
don't know
only
for sure.
exists because at one point people used to ship things around there, and now it only exists as a place for right wingers who want to live in a city can move to in New York.
yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's kind of true. But
Wait, Austin, are you from Buffalo?
yeah, I'm from Buffalo. That's why I'm a Buffalo sports
I
fan.
never fucking knew
That's why
this
he has
about
no
you.
real accent, and he likes shitty sports teams.
Well, listen, the Bills, they're gonna. I believe in the Super Bowl miracle. It's gonna happen one
No,
day.
it's gonna happen for Cleveland before it happens for Buffalo. I'm so sorry.
Look, I know the Buffalo sports teams are cursed, but it'll happen one day.
One day it'll be the Browns. God, I hope so. Lake Erie
Yeah.
sports team gang.
Keep hoping.
Yeah.
I don't follow any sports, so I just I'm sitting
You
here.
don't follow any sports?
Nope.
Not even
I'm a
water
normal
sports?
Why don't you try following some
What the
bitches,
fuck?
man?
Why would you say that?
Alright. Well,
Um,
any primate
yeah, I
related
have a
note?
hard out
Oh,
soon.
sorry.
So
What were you-
I was just gonna say I have a hard out soon. So
Oh.
a hard out.
Yeah, I was
So,
gonna,
wrap up
any
hopefully.
primate related notes you guys want to end on?
Nah.
Um, I don't think you can enslave a
I
chimp.
think you could damn near
Or a
try.
monkey.
That's an interesting moral conundrum. I don't know why I said conundrum. I feel like a fucking idiot after saying
I
that.
don't know if it's
I
actually
don't-
hard to like. I don't know if this is a conundrum because like, I'm kind of thinking like, slavery's bad.
Slavery is
Yeah,
bad.
but like, can it be defined as slavery if it's
Mhm.
actually not a human?
It's a sentient being.
Yeah, I guess so. But you can
Well, like,
define
most things are sentient.
you can define any animal with like, and all animals have intelligence. It's just different kinds of intelligence that are adapted to more specific environments than the human intelligence. You know?
Yeah, I mean dogs are sentient. The difference between us is that we're sapiens. Is that correct? That's correct, right?
Yeah, I mean, like-
sapient is like what humans are. Sentient is just like
It's just
exist.
our-
I know I
It's
exist.
just our intelligence.
Aren't we all
is-
just shadows on the cave
I
wall?
mean, I mean,
right.
damn.
I mean, it is always like, why bother drawing the line between human and animals when it comes to ethical treatment?
Yeah.
Um,
Like, I think it's unethical, but I
I
don't know if it's right to
it
call
is.
it slavery necessarily. Is my only thing.
Mm-mm.
Because like,
Yeah.
like again, like dolphins are like extremely intelligent, maybe even more intelligent than us in many ways, but they don't have the same kind of intelligence as us, so we don't call it sapiens. So it's really just a subjective thing. But say that thing about the shadows on the cave wall again, and we can fade out to like fucking Pink Floyd or something.
Oh, hold on. Let me pull up the actual full quote. So we'll just have to skip some time here. Anyway, sometimes all we are is shadows on the cave wall, which is not that. Damn it. Whatever. New quote. There are times when even to live is an act of bravery. Seneca said that one.
What is this fucking the beginning of a Star Wars: The Clone Wars episode?
Thanks, Greg.